depression and suicide, hopelessness and isolation. It could be a wellness problem or clinical. Either way, we have a generation who struggles with mental health and ultimately their identity. Let me take some pressure off. Let me give you a spoken word that I wrote recently to help teenagers deal with total wellness. Here we go. Stressed and desserts are almost the same words, just spelled in reverse. You might think they look the same, but one is a blessing and the other one a curse. Look at these two opposite concepts. This word stressed, what a curse. It's the worst. Stressed makes you depressed and feeling like less and like your life is a complete mess. For many reasons, stressed because we compare ourselves to the rest and see everyone else's best. Stressed because we didn't get invited to the party and sat at home alone on the weekend, but at least I wasn't naughty. Stressed because we just don't fit or feel legit, no place to live. I never had a place to call my own. I never had a home. Ain't nobody calling my phone. Where you at? Where you been? Tell me what's on your mind. Here's the problem. Teens today are living in the same kind of stress that mental health hospital patients were exposed to in the 1950s. Broken dreams and families. Not enough likes or followers, and definitely not enough filters. Not making the grades in school or hanging with the people who are cool. They don't have the right label, and deaf not sitting at the right cafeteria table. Life seems like a joke with no hope. I've been running low. I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. I feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate? Who can relate? Who can relate? Who can relate with death and darkness and trouble and loneliness and anger and bitterness and the rest of the list that you have listed and keep in your head when you coulda and shoulda just burnt the list? I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be alive anymore. They say every life is precious, but nobody cares about mine. Listen, if you can't turn your life around for a minute, turn this word around and listen while I try to fix it. Stressed? Turn it around, because it really means desserts, spelled backwards. Flip the word and the issues and the problems in your life. Turn it around and taste something different. This word, desserts, you deserve it. Eating desserts, not feeling stressed. But you deserve hope and the best. Hope is not just a feeling or a decision. Hope is a person. Jesus, a spark, a light in spite of everything you are going through. Hope is a pie or some chocolate or a cupcake and some ice cream with toppings. Or peace, or thanksgiving, or hope. Tastes like a great buffet, feels like a great song. Desserts is like a long conversation with a friend. It's like taking your problems away from your face so you can see again. It's refreshing like a nap in your favorite place. There's always hope to cope, even when you feel broke. Hope. Hope is it's like the very first breath when your head's been drowning underneath the water. It's holding on through the rows when you can't see. When you're staring at your reflection, finding hope in all of your days and directions. And I know you'll thank God that you did. Hope, hang on. Desserts and peace and hope and thanksgiving are the way. The way out of pain, out of strain and cutting. See, it stops self-harm and crying. It gives you the feeling like you're winning and still swimming and not drowning. Hope is like baseball, apple pie, and the 4th of July. It's like an ice cream sundae. It's like a month of birthdays. every month, a monthly birthday. Hope is like a text from your best friend in a movie with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Hope is like waking up and it's sunny. It's a great joke that is actually funny. It makes you laugh even when you don't feel like it. And the great news is that hope is a person, Jesus. He's like your best friend watching a late night, or walking down a boulevard, or laying on a blanket in the park. 'Cause if you got a friend, you got a chance, a good chance, a really good chance to make it through the night and not stop at midnight and be there all night. Not if you have a friend. What's the day without a little night? I'm just trying to shed a little light. It can be hard. It can be so hard. But you got to live right now. You got everything to give right now. You can see there's always a light in the dark. But you say, it might be a train, it might be rain, and it's lightning. Not a blessing or a real light. What? A light's a light no matter how small the light and how dark the night. It's still a light. But you have to learn to see differently. Not like a cynic or a critic, like you're a Pharisee or a sad you see. You have to see differently and believe that life is more than hypocrisy or a news release or a disease or always getting the least or please stop. Life is good, it really is. Life is not to be stressed. Life is to be desserts.